Beautiful, isn't it? See that black bin there? That is full of oil mixed with seawater. And I've just created another one. Welcome to my boat. This boat's called the Bucket of Hairy Arseholes, so I'm just giving it that name now. Anyway, that's a Nuffield engine. Looks pretty, doesn't it? It's painted well. And that's there. More sludge I'm pumping out right now. As you can see, I've taken the alternator off. It's just sitting on the side. And around here I've put a new starter motor which is going now. There's the earth. I've disconnected that because the earth is buggered, needs replacing. I have crimped the end of it. My mate stewed that for me actually. And you can see I've got a wee pump down here. There's a bit of gook in the bottom of the boat, and I've gone into the sump and I'm pumping the oil out into this here. It's not really oil. So while I'm pumping, I'll explain to you what happened. I was away on a hunting trip with my mate Richard, and while I was away on this boat, the bilge pump and the switch both failed at the same time. They're both not working anymore. Now she's an old boat, she takes in a little bit of water. I was away for 2 weeks. When I got back, she's just about sunk. Look at that, that's coming straight out of the sump. Yeah, she's not coming out great. So, I'm hoping that I can save it. She didn't hydraulic. There's nothing up in the rocket cover. But it's taken a lot of days and work to get this far. To get it pumped out. And I'm still pumping. Not a lot of fun. But that's what I've got to do to save it. So she's still taking on water. But bugger all, I've managed to block it up. Cork it a little bit. Once I get this engine running, hopefully I can get this engine running. Then we're going to carry on with it. So I pump a little bit of this out until it gets air in it. It's starting to get air now. Then I take a wee break. And then I reverse the polarity on the pump. And I pump a little bit of diesel up inside the sump. Because if you put it in the top through the rocket cover, it just floats on top of the oil. And the water that's in there generally tends to also float on top of the oil. But I'm trying to mix it up. We're getting a little bit out of here. It's a slow process. It takes a bloody long time to get it out. And it's hard yakka. Oh, we're getting some thick stuff there now. It's good. The dipstick shows there's not much left in there, but I keep getting more of this here. So, got to get that all out before I put fresh oil in. I'll probably degrease it. I'll probably put a flush of degrees. So that's coming out really good now. So I'm not going to stop. It's taken a while to get that run. That's bloody good. Here she goes. Beauty. This is a $29 pump I got at Repco, and it's doing a phenomenal job of getting all the gook out of there. Still going. I hope it doesn't crap out, but it's really done a brilliant job. Just a cheap Chinese pump for oil. You can see how much is coming out there all the time. It's bloody good. Oh, she's going to shit herself. Oh, she's starting to shit herself at my end now. You can hear the pump starting to crap out. I know, we're still good. Still good. We're going to give her a wee break. Just, oh no, I was going to give her a break, but she's still going. If she's still coming out, I'm not going to stop. It's a hand pump, and you really appreciate electrical stuff because it takes a bit of strength to pump it non-stop like that. Keep going. You can appreciate what it's like for those deckhands, those young boys that used to work on the scows in the old days, pumping the water out when they got in a storm. You couldn't stop, otherwise you'd sink. I heard stories of my father about deckhands that were pumping till their hands were bleeding. I can imagine what that'll be like because this is getting pretty tough as it is now. Oh, she's still coming out though. It's good. I'm going to take a break because the pump's starting to shit itself. I don't want to destroy it. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. This little leak in the bottom of the pump there, she's starting to go. So, the Brochick channel, whew, she's, let's get out of here and get some fresh air. It's going okay. Thanks for joining us. And basically we're trying to find solutions to problems, any problem. It could be a problem like this too, like your boat. Ideally, what would be better is not getting that situation. And someone said you should have had 2 bilge pumps on that. Well, actually I did, but the second bilge pump, it failed before I left and I didn't have time to fix it. I thought, well, she's got bloody she's got the main one on that can't fail. It's new, it's brand new, and assumption is the mother of all fuck ups, it failed all right. And if I'd got back probably, I'd say another day later, this boat would have sunk in here and we would have had an environmental disaster on our hands and a lot of expense. I'm just lucky that it didn't. When I get this boat up and running, I'm going to take it out fishing. I'm going to take dogs away on a trip, do a bit of hunting in it, and use it for a bit, and then sell it and try and get as much as I can for it to buy a boat like that one over there. Something like those guys have got. I'll pan around because that would be a bloody something you can put on a trailer. She ain't going to sink. You go out and have a bit of fun, come back in, happy days. But this cost me $4.5 grand, and that's pretty reasonable, so I could afford that at the time. And I didn't go out in a lot. I went out 3 times in the first 3 weeks when I got it. Then we took it out 6 months later, and then it sat, and we fished off it. A lot of fish off here. Anyway, brothers, I thought I'd just show you what I'm doing on the boat right now, what's going on, and share that with you. A lot of work to do. Got new fan belts to fit. This one here, it's not actually a fan belt, it's actually for the alternator. And when I get all that sorted, we're going to have a boat again. It's good. She's actually quite clean. Well, that's not clean, but I cleaned underneath. I dived it. I cleaned both sides underneath, and did the prop, did all the keel. I did the rudder, and there's a bit of seagull shit up there, but the rest of the boat's pretty clean. And I also got some lures that somebody cast out. I'll show you what we've got out of the bucket here. That's the first bucket I started showing you. That's just full of crap out of the bottom of the boat. Anyway, I'm just taking a break to make a short video for you and let you know what I'm up to. And I hope you guys are doing something a bit more exciting than I am. Stuck down the engine room for the last 5 days, 6 days now actually. 6th day today, sweating my guts out. I started last Thursday, it's Wednesday, that's actually 7 days I think. I don't know, I've lost count of time. Anyway, I carry on with this work. Just wanted to show you what I'm doing. It's not all a glamorous life, that's for sure, but I've got to be responsible for this. And there's only one way to do it, and it's hard yakka. Lots of pump. Got my batteries over there. Nuffield engine. And hopefully I'll get it going. It may be that it's rooted, it may be that it could be electrolysis going on inside it. It could be absolutely stuffed. It might be that I just have to cut my losses and take the engine out and try and maybe put a Kubota or something on. But that's a lot of work, and I can't afford to do that right now. So yeah, that's where we're at. The leak was down here. I'll show you what I've just put this stuff in, and it's brilliant. It's not leaking at all. It was pissing out of there. That stuff swells up really good. It's just that stuff you do your dishes with, and it actually works really well. I've got caulking, which is the right thing, but that actually works better than caulking. So I've been using that rather than using the proper caulking, because I put that in there and it stopped. It just swelled up and it hasn't leaked. That was 6-7 days ago. That's actually the initial leak. It got worse. A log came floating down the channel underneath it and hit it, and it's actually cracked one of the ribs. So we'll put on the hard and fix it up. That's my boat. That's me this evening. You would have seen the last video that we made Pedro, the Buddhist, the black belt. He says he's an ex-black belt because he's not practicing anymore, but he was a bloody good fighter in his day. I hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll have more for you. I don't know if there was any solution to a problem here. I guess I'm just sharing a problem I've got with you guys right now, so maybe you can cast some light on it. What I've been doing though is I've been pretty much loosening it up with diesel because that's the cheapest, and then draining it. I'll let you know how this goes on in the future. When we get it running, I'll do a bro check video on this when the motor's going. I'm going to think positive. I'm going to get it going. Alright guys, go steady. See you in the next one, and check on a brother.